been told. No such thing as zombies or an alien apocalypse. We got the matters in control.
I'm Rob. I play drums for Skid Row.
I'm Scotti Hill. I play guitar for Skid Row. Heavy metal fans, rockers, kids from the street. Art fans will wait in the rain. They'll wait out back in the rain for us to sign their stuff. They're great people. They're like us when we were kids. I had a crease across my chest from the barricade. D. Snyder slapped my hand. Fucking rocking, man. No, hell no. Love it, man. Love it. Just this time I get to watch from the other side. That's cool.
I had the benefit of listening to these guys when I was a kid.
How about that?
Yeah. But as Scotty said, we're just a bunch of old school rock and roll kids. I grew up on Bad Company and Aerosmith and AC/DC and Led Zeppelin and things like that.
I have 3 older sisters, so you know I grew up listening to the Woodstock record. I heard Hendrix when I was a kid, AC/DC of course, and Judas Priest. And I always say music is not like it's like food, man. You know. And I love spaghetti, but I don't eat it all the time, you know? I like to save the heavy stuff for the evenings. Supper! If you're in Skid Row, you call it supper. I was doing horrible in school, really, really bad. And just lack of interest in learning disability and all that shit. But my parents saw something that interests me, so they encouraged it. You know, they saw something, they saw a spark, so they kind of pushed me in that direction. Yeah. So it's their goddamn fault. I'm grateful to have supportive parents. You know, now I'm a father myself, and anything my son finds that interests him, I will certainly encourage it. Groupies?
I mean, for your son.
For my son? Sure. Sure, as long as he's safe. I was 46 when my son was born.
Wow.
Yeah, he's awesome. Rob's got a beautiful daughter.
I have a little girl who's 4 years old. You never know. You never know. I'm gonna wait and see how well behaved his son is before I introduce anybody to anybody.
Keep that boy in line.
Yeah.
Well, you know, to use a cliche, the music certainly does the talking. A lot of people that listen to this kind of music have maybe been on the fringes of their age group or their school or society, and maybe there's some pent up anger in there. You know, for me there certainly is, and picking up a guitar and cranking up a few Marshall stacks is a great way to let it out. And I always like to say that music is pure emotion. It's pure uncut emotion. You know, take away the visuals, take away the leather, and take away the lights and all that, and close your eyes, and it will make you feel something. I mean, that's why athletes listen to music before they go run marathons and play football and all that stuff, because it gives you energy, or it can bring you to tears, or it can inspire you to write beautiful poetry or paint something.
For me, it's the best feeling in the world. It's as I said earlier, the energy, the response that you get from the crowd and the people that are excited about the music you play and what it is you're doing. It's just an incredible feeling, and certainly to travel to different parts of the world, and you have those moments where you're reminded of how far from home you are, and then you go out in a room and you feel like you're out there with 500 of your closest friends, and I mean, it's almost difficult to describe at times. It's hard to put that feeling into words. I'm one of those people who tries to remind myself to take it in, enjoy the moment, because it's going to go by faster than you realize.
But being on stage with a rock and roll band is a very powerful feeling. I could feel sick during the day and really tired and stuff, but when I get up on stage, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the room, man. It's a good question, man. It's a good question. I wish there was a way to answer it. Yeah, it takes us a long time to do an album.
The way this band is set up, we all live in different cities in the United States. And now there are a lot more resources in terms of file sharing and technology and ways to record things and share ideas with each other. So that's helped a little bit.
Side projects. You know, Snake manages a few popular bands. You know, we do various side projects. We have families. I'm working on a solo record. It's been in the works for a little while, and it's getting to the point where I'm getting more confident in the songs and getting ready to go in and record something. The UK has always been very, very cool to Skid Row. They're great audiences.
To play the set that we have and the catalog of music that we pull from, there's a genuine appreciation for every album, every era. It doesn't matter what era we're playing songs from. People just have the same enthusiasm. They have the same attachment to it, and that's huge. From a band standpoint, that's just a wonderful thing to see. People singing along, they know all the words, and it's just wonderful.
Oh,
that's a great question.
It's a good question. Yeah.
Huh.
Nobody's
ever cared about us. That's all I want.
I
They care about me.
Yeah.
I care about you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It shows. It shows.
I want to sit in a chair and have a light shine on me and talk about me. And Rob.
Well, I'm
did you get a shot of the catering yet? You've
No,
got to get a shot of the catering. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I'm